Welcome, mums and dads. If your child needs a boost or is stuck on challenging maths, you're not alone. I'm here to share tips and encouragement that have helped thousands of kids and their parents feel a lot more confident about maths. You're doing great. So let's get started. I'm going to teach it like how, as if I'm doing a question in their examination. Learn the way I think, learn from it, you will be able to handle many ratio questions. First, keywords. Morning. 2/5, as many green as yellow. Here you don't have the word of, but behind 1/3 you have the word of. So there are different ways of doing this kind of fractions. The first one says that there were 2/5 as many green as yellow. That makes your green 2, and that makes the yellow 5. Then it says after. Remember, after is always a keyword, because it tells you the difference between the start and the end. 136 green marbles were added. When that happens, 3 represents the total number of marbles. Now, since green marbles were added, the total number of marbles would also increase. This means that the total is no longer the same, but something remains the same. In every ratio question, you have to ask yourself, what remains unchanged? In this question, nothing happened to the yellow. This means that yellow is the unchanged item. Okay, the one that remains the same. The number that remains the same, the item that remains the same, is the bridge. Okay, it is the bridge between the start and the end. Now we continue. The first question is asking you how many yellow. The second question is asking how many green and yellow in the end. Now, since we know that yellow did not change, and yellow is 5 when green is 2, I'm taking it from the fraction over here. Yellow is 5 when green is 2. Then I'm just going to draw 2 models, 2 and 5, for a start. So I have 2, and then I have 5. About here. Green, yellow. As I said just now, yellow remains unchanged. So in the end, the model for the yellow will be the same as it was at first. The total length of the model would still be like this. Okay, this is still yellow. Like what you see, feel free to share this with other parents to help them benefit from these learning videos. Together, we can make math way less stressful for everyone. Now, this model here represents the start. Of course, that means the model below represents the end. In the end, only 1/3 of the marbles were yellow. So if 1/3 of the marbles were yellow, the other 2/3 are not yellow, they are green. And if this represents 1/3, then the green would be 1 2/3. This is the model to draw for the new number of green marbles. As you can see, the green marbles went from here and is now here. This is 5 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 1/3. This is the 1/3. This is another 1/3. This is another 1/3. Total 3/3, right? Which is 1 whole. And yes, you're right. This is clearly 5 units, as you can see from here. This is 5 units. This is 5 units. This is the number of green at first. This is the number of green in the end. This is the number of green that was added. So this is how many units? That's the next question. Yes, because this is 10 and this is 2. That makes this 8 units. In other words, 8 units were added. The question says that 136 green were added.
So 136.
That means this is 136, right? So if 8 units is 136, 1 unit is 136 divided by 8, and you will get 17. There are 2 questions here. First question is yellow. How many yellow marbles were there? The number of yellow marbles in the beginning and in the end did not change. Yes, it is 5 units. So to find yellow,
You get 85.
good, you will get 85. And that's your answer for part A. For part B, they're asking you how many green and yellow in the end. This is what they're asking you to find.
85.
Yes, because this is 85, 85, and 85. 85 times 3, answer 255. Very good. This is how you do the question. Well, do you understand it? Very good. Awesome, guys. I'm so grateful to be part of your family's math adventure. Remember, confidence grows with every small step. So please join our supportive community by commenting, subscribing, and tapping the bell. Want more resources? I've gathered them in the description below for you.